The heavy hitter. The original. The award winner. The non-conformist. The weekend warrior. There's an award-winning Ram truck just for you, with a full line of trucks for immediate delivery during month of Ram. Get 15% off MSRP on Ram Classic for up to $11,000 in discounts. Plus, get 4.99% financing.
Well, despite 2 goals from Connor McDavid and a 5-minute Edmonton Oilers power play, the Vegas Golden Knights scored 3 times in 90 seconds to lead them to a 4-3 win in Game 5. They now lead the series 3-2. We're joined now by our Oilers reporter, Ryan Rashog. And Ryan, Vegas and Edmonton continue to alternate wins. Oilers now facing elimination in Game 6. When would you say this one did go wrong for Edmonton?
Yeah, lack of discipline in the second period, and then that span of a minute 29, just an absolute game changer. Flipped it in the entirely opposite direction. So you take a look at the penalties, right? I know the Oilers didn't love the first call against Philip Broberg. Jay Woodcroft went into detail after the game, talking about how he felt there was a ref right there, and it was the back ref that made the call. So they didn't like that one. But then the next one is indisputable, right? The high stick. There's absolutely no choice there. That's the one that led to him getting pulled. Jay Woodcroft, you know, in each of the times he's pulled Skinner, he's talked about wanting to kind of change the momentum. But, I mean, the statistics are what they are, right? Another 4 goals here on 22 shots. And it was 4 goals on 23 the other night. So I would say that Stuart Skinner, you know, probably isn't doing how he felt there was a ref right there. And it was the back ref that made the call. So they didn't like that one. But then the next one is indisputable, right? The high stick. There's absolutely no choice there. That's a tough penalty to take. And Vegas, for all the talk about the Oilers power play in this series, man, did they ever make the Oilers pay. And I got to say, the atmosphere in the building after they got those 2 power play goals that led to the third one, there was so much momentum in Vegas's direction at that point after those 2 goals. You could feel another one coming. That flipped the game on its head. And then more bad penalties later in the game. The Oilers didn't score an even strength goal. You know, they're not going to be able to win this series with their power play. They need to figure out how to get more offense going at even strength.
Yeah, that certainly makes sense. As for Stuart Skinner, he was pulled in the second period after allowing 4 goals. What did you think of his play in Game 5?
Yeah, well, there was the long shot there from Haig, I think, that came in from the point that wasn't great. That's the one that led to him getting pulled. Jay Woodcroft, you know, in each of the times he's pulled Skinner, he's talked about wanting to kind of change the momentum, but I mean, the statistics are what they are, right? Another 4 goals here on 22 shots, and it was 4 goals on 23 the other night. So I would say that Stuart Skinner, you know, probably isn't doing quite enough right now to propel his team into the win category. Now, you know, his team has more than its share of that as well, but it probably hasn't been good enough. So I think heading into this next game, more so than after any of the other losses, there needs to be a discussion about which direction to go. Jack Campbell's been pretty steady. The only thing that throws a bit of a fly in the ointment here is that Skinner, although he's had some off nights, has been really good bouncing back. And I can see them wanting to give him the opportunity to bounce back again. But if he puts together back-to-back tough performances, we all know what's on the line back in Edmonton. So I think this will be a discussion for the next couple of days.
And Skinner, much like the Oilers as a whole, they've gone 4-0 following a loss so far these playoffs. Of course, they're going to put that perfect record to the test on Sunday. Ryan, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, the NHL announcing on Friday that Connor McDavid, David Pastrnak, and Matthew Tkachuk have been named the 3 finalists for the Hart Trophy. McDavid's bid for a 3rd MVP includes the league-leading 64 goals and 153 points in the regular season, both career highs. He's also the first player since Mario Lemieux in '96 to eclipse the 150-point mark in a season. For Pastrnak and Tkachuk, it's the first time being a finalist. Still ahead, the Leafs' offense went missing at the worst time. Craig Button returns to explain where it went wrong against the Panthers.
I stepped onto the grill and I clamped down on my foot.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life. think I might be in a lot of trouble.
Somebody needs to clean this mess up.
That's what he said.
It took 2 years of pushing the limits to make
Tillman right back in.
faster,
Aelitz off the boards.
longer.
Under a minute to go on the German kill. Can't get it out though. Pops free off the post. What a shot. That close for Finland.
Jokiharju snuck down the backside. Germany fumbles with the puck. And this is over the glove, off the bar. Kasky, who's drawn some NHL interest, gets it towards the net. That's the nice right pad save by Grubauer, gets down in time. Kasky led to believe he's going to end up in Detroit with the Red Wings.
Savanainen back to the line. Jokiharju moves it over. Lehtinen, as Finland just pacing themselves here. Rajala back to Lehtinen. Again, Rajala. Traffic in front. Rajala to the line. Lehtinen. Jokiharju wants it, finds it. One-timer stopped by Grubauer. Already in position. Rebound out, and Aelitz won't be able to clear. Lehtinen saves. Rajala, slapper low, sticked away by Grubauer, who looks very composed in that German net.
Hessinen in front of the net. Can't redirect it properly. Twice Germany's had the puck. Aelitz twice. They haven't gotten it out. Hessinen with 2 goals. Can't convert there.
Tail end of the Finland power play. Because that went off of Pessinen, obviously to draw outside, and Germany uses that to their advantage. And Lankinen will handle it behind his net. Mikkola has Salonen moving through center. Mikkola chooses to carry in. Penalty over. Out of the box is Jonas Muller. Centering pass swept away neatly by Corbinian Holzer. Salonen battling for it for Finland, but rolls to Holzer, who will plant one at center ice, and Finland comes all the way back.
The Finns are very heady at getting a stick on a puck. When it looks like Germany has a passing lane, next thing you know, the man in blue gets a stick in the way.
Fresh off the kill, Germany trying to shift it into overdrive. Here comes Leon Draisaitl, pulls up, takes a look. That's the spot he runs the power play from most times. Very comfortable, working above the circle. Back to the line, Yannick Seidenberg shoots. Deflected down and low of the glove hand of Lankinen. It might have hit his own man, Savanainen, in front. Draisaitl threw it through the top of the crease. Seidenberg hustling, but can't get there to keep it in. Germany resetting, but upping the pressure right here. Cahoon just onside. A shot that goes off the leg of Hakanpää, up and out.
That's one of the players you would think would have a goal by now. Dominic Cahoon, he does have 4 helpers. But after a strong rookie season in the NHL.
Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, all 82 games, 13 goals. And this does go off the Finnish defenseman, and Lankinen seeing it go past his left hand.
And I believe we have another glass issue. The structure in the corner specifically, if there's any kind of contact, it just snaps right back towards the stands. And basically, as you can see, bursts free of the seams. And so just 5 minutes into this one, not even, we're going to have a slight delay.
And the tricky part about this building, there's a lot of stairways and turns and twists. And so for the rink crew to get out to fix, it requires a phone call downstairs, someone to find their only ladder. And it looks like there's a fan that's trying to help out. Salonen with the hit. And that's Jonas Muller who absorbs that. He's the one that took the holding call against Kakko.
Well, why don't we paint the picture a little bit further then, as Finland entering with no losses in regulation, 5 wins, 1 overtime loss. That was to the United States. So they sit up on top of Group A, which also occupies Canada, USA. That game coming up later this evening. Boy, what a day we have when you think of Finland, Germany deciding placings in the standings. USA, Canada deciding positioning in the standings. Then in the other group, Switzerland and the Czech Republic on TSN2 with Dennis Bayak and Mike Johnson with the Swiss. A 1-0 lead. That'll decide a position, and then later tonight, Sweden and Russia. So it's a big battle between the two groups to find out who finishes 1, 2, and 3 and 4, because the 3 and 4 place teams have to switch over.
And Germany, in seeing their schedule, they have the lighter or easier opponents at the start, and they made good work through their first 4 games, winning all of those, allowing 1 goal in each of the first 3, and then 2 goals against Slovakia. Draisaitl with the dagger late in that hockey game. And then the wheels fall off against Canada, who won 8-1, and tighter against Germany and the United States, a 3-1 win for the Americans. But in this game here, in these two nations, last year at the World Championship, Germany beat Finland in overtime. Eisenschmied with the overtime game winner. That's the first time in 25 years that Germany had beaten Finland at this tournament.
Little delay because of a break in the glass. No break on the scoreboard. John Abbott, Dave Tomlinson, Steel Arena in Kosice, Slovakia. Glass has been put back in, and play continuing. Eisenschmied feeds the front, and just missing was Michaelis, who has a goal in the tournament for Germany. So both teams trying to find their stride again after Finland opened with a power play. Germany a successful kill, then the glass delay. We're not yet 6 minutes in. Dennis Rule, hulking defenseman. And that is an understatement.
He is tough to get around, but he's a pretty decent skater for his size.
Now Holzer tries to thread the needle down the middle. On and off the tape of Newbolls. Lehtinen gets the clear. Kapokako in pursuit. Chasing down Corbini and Holzer. Kakko working behind the net for Finland. Nearly did pry that free. Pessinen forcing the issue. Holzer slips it past him. Now some help. Fodel will skate it out to center for Germany. Fodel had the puck bounce on him. Finland turns it around. Pessinen coming in. Pessinen looking for Kakko. Spotted him, but the pass behind him. Manninen trying to recover in the corner. Keep this going for Finland. Kakko turns away from the play. Blew a tire. Moritz Muller able to swing that one out to center ice. Newbolls by his lonesome. Holding the zone for Germany, trying to wait for the support to come off the bench. It arrives, but Pessinen's picked it up. Pessinen in. Shoots, glove down by Grubauer. He'll make the stop and hang on. Still without a goal. Germany and Finland in Group A. in to take the draw as Yuri Saladin for Finland, but Draisaitl wins it back for Germany. Still looking for the first goal of the hockey game. Finland playing to finish 1 or 2 in this group. Germany to finish 3 or 4. Seidenberg angles one deep. Lankinen, the Finnish netminder, looks behind him. Played around to the near boards. Savanainen tied up. Lindboom helps him out. Now rush ahead. Kusala shoots, glove down. Grubauer, big rebound. Savanainen couldn't tuck it in. Grubauer made the save.
Rare mistake from Grubauer, but he covers up for it himself off the glove, and then very calm in making that follow-up save.
Fishing for it. Saladin picks it up for Finland. Back to the line he goes. Wrist shot is blocked in front. Boy, that was a stinger. Trying to shake it off is Novak. Germany slow to get out. Now they cough it up. Lamico in front. Backhander just wide. Good look there by Kiviranta.
This has caused problems for Germany in this game a couple of times where they, instead of going up the ice, they move it back. And then one missed pass allows the Finns to pounce.
Kiviranta back in his own zone. Koivisto spots Lamico. Out of the Florida Panthers. Just lets that one rest in the German zone. Finland turning to the bench. Raila trying to slow down Tiffel's entrance into the Finland territory. Raila has it in his skates. Pried free by Hakanpää. Work back behind that Finnish net. Hakanpää off the reverse from Lettinen. Moves it off a blade at center. Torvainen banging and crashing. Boy, that's the same area the glass became dislodged. I think that's going to get a workout in this hockey game.
Just cross your fingers that it stays intact.
Torvainen, he likes to dish it out. Wearing 21 for Finland. Puck stolen. Raila to the net. Paddle down by Grubauer. Campocacco. Changing directions, always so elusive despite being the sturdy frame that he is. Has put together, I think, the best looking goal out of this group so far as Grubauer makes a stick save. That came against Denmark. Went coast to coast around a defender. Painted himself into a corner but somehow got out of it as Grubauer slides over to make another save and face off to his left.
Kakko is so strong in his skates. We see Veli-Matti Savanainen. Here's the Kusala offering. Grubauer thinks he has it. He doesn't. Savanainen the follow-up, but again, Grubauer just goes down, stays calm. Savanainen still looking for his first goal. He's got 4 helpers. And Grubauer from Rosenheim, Germany, played for the Star Bulls, their junior club, and then went to play for the Belleville Bulls in the OHL.
Koski shot from the line, blocked down in front of Grubauer, ends up in the far boards. Germany, boy, they are slow at times to get out of their own zone. Finland starting to recognize and take advantage. Here's Campocacco, just a stride behind that puck.
Yeah, methodical, but slow is not going to help.
Holzer plants it deep. Eisenschmied, who's had a good tournament for Germany. Eisenschmied lost the handle, trying to step out on the back end, but maintains possession. Eisenschmied will circle the wagons here. Eisenschmied going for a skate. Mikkola ties him up. Eisenschmied not supported. Kusela able to win back that possession off a puck battle, and Manninen will tie it up behind the net.
There's just too much separation from the initial German forechecker or the player that has the puck and some help. Eisenschmied does a whole loop in the offensive zone, has no one to move it to, and you see the Germans just backing right in as a 5-man unit.
Lindboom started that rush ahead for Finland, turned into the Germany zone. Lindboom has to scamper back now. 4 Germans away. Leubel. Novak pinching in, had a man in front, swings it around to the far point instead. Yannick Seidenberg cycles it deep. Novak again in from the line. Goes right back around. Boy, Seidenberg's got to hurdle a stick there to go cover the point. Couldn't do both. And Germany looked like they had a threatening attack forming, but they'll back off to the bench.
11 minutes in, and Germany has not got a shot on net yet. The goaltender Lankinen just settled into the crease. And this is the non-forecheck that the Germans have been using this tournament. 3 forwards back up, supported by 2 defensemen.
Antala breaks through that, swings it deep. Lammikko a step behind. Hager defending. The forward down deep in the German zone. Patrick Hager off a skate, nearly on goal. Puck in front, and Antala's shot was blocked by Aelitz. That had the top corner labeled.
And again, Germany pushing the puck back to their own side, trying to go behind the net with it and give the Finns a good look.
Draisaitl. Aelitz. Hager. Now to Aelitz. Works out of the corner. Spins it back. Miscommunication there with his teammate Holzer. Finland stretch pass. Holzer looks the wrong way. Wrist shot, and Grubauer able to fend that one off against Oyemaki. Oyemaki, though, keeps it alive. Raila, intended target. This time Holzer steps in between, steals it back for Germany. Korbinian Holzer reverses to the captain, Moritz Müller. Now back to Holzer. Uses the near side boards. That goes off a stanchion, slows its pace, so won't be icing.
Well, the cat and mouse game is that the Germans, when they do control the puck in their own end, would like to go D to D behind the net. They want to pull the Finns all the way in on the forecheck. The Finns are sending 2 guys to surround the puck.
Ottama nearly in the German bench. In fact, I think he got a little extra poke in there with that stick as his arm was right over top of the boards. Raila can't reach it. Holzer stopped short. Holzer sent support from Cahoon. Dominic Cahoon will lead the rush out. Finds Tiffels. Down deep, Cahoon again. Didn't read it. Cahoon now picks it up in the corner. At the line, Novak a shot. Deflects in front. Teravainen ended up blocking it. Lammikko, Lanikin rather, had lost his goal stick. Picks it back up as Cahoon sets it up. Tiffels near the line. To Cahoon in short order. Skips one down deep. Lehtinen in a board battle. Now Mikkola activated for Finland. A steal behind the net. Mauer, side door, looking to play it in front, but bounces to Kaapo Kakko. He'll make something 1-on-2 here. Kakko defending with the left arm now. Springs Pestin and a shot, and he missed a real good look set up by Kaapo Kakko.
There's the strength of Kakko, who's able to fend off 2 players. Now he's got it again.
Kakko poke check there by Grubauer. And Kakko knocked to the ice. Penalty coming up for a trip, but it's the one-man show again from Kaapo Kakko. Trying to find the game's first goal against Germany. Kaapo Kakko providing net front presence. That led to the penalty as Novak in the box for Germany. Second power play for Team Finland.
And Kakko's drawn them both.
Draw went Antala. Koski to Kakko. Back to Koski at the line. Across Manninen. The forward playing at the point. Again to Koski, traffic in front. A slapper just missed on the trapper side of Grubauer off the backboards. Germany gets the break and moves it to center. Manninen steps back in, trying to lead Ottama, and Oyemaki with the puck. Manninen across, Koski in. Blockered away by Grubauer. Big rebound, held in at the line by Koski. Kaapo Kakko, far side play, he has 6 goals in the tournament. No power play markers yet, though. Manninen to Kaapo Kakko. Wrist shot, sticked away. Finland getting to the second chances here on the power play, trying to open this up. Manninen to Koski. Slap shot, handled by Grubauer with big Antila in front, and Grubauer keeps it in.
Koski's impressive offensively. Had 51 points in 59 games. As we see the strength of Kakko to fend off Novak and then go back to the net, stay there, tries to pull it. Novak comes in, it's the right leg from number 11 for Germany that brought that tripping call.
Savanainen leans in for Finland, can't win it back. Germany scrambles after it. Benedict Schopper couldn't push it out at the line. Lehtinen tees up, shoots, scores! Change directions in front. And Finland's got a power play goal to break open the scoring.
Point shot with traffic is successful for Finland. 6 power play goals in the tournament now for them. Pessinen was in front of the net. It's worked off to the left wing and then back again for a one-timer. Lehtinen steps into it. And Pessinen is unmarked in front. Goes up over the blocker's shoulder of Grubauer. There's a really nice look between the legs of Savanainen in front. And that puts the Finns in front, 1-0.
Ari Pessinen, third goal of the tournament, first power play marker. Spent some time with the New Jersey Devils organization, now playing in Switzerland. As Finland up 1-0. See what the response is from Germany. Draisaitl. Rattling up against the end boards at times. Germany has waited until the last seconds of a hockey game to move the throttle up. See if they come to life earlier in this one.
That was the 13th shot for Finland in the hockey game this first period. Germany's still sitting on a goose egg.
Mikkola to center. Played in by Husela. Turvainen couldn't find it. Germany with time. Hager uses that, swings one right past the penalty box door. Draisaitl tangled up away from the puck with Koivisto. Didn't like that one. And Draisaitl head to the bench for a change.
True straight penalties against Germany. Draisaitl trying to get a power play for his team.
Lammikko from center drops back. Koivisto in but not deep. Holzer knocked it down, chases after it. Been a hard hit in that corner. Lammikko paired off. Antila swings to the line. Koivisto is shot with traffic nearly tipped on. Grubauer reacts, puck in front of him, and Germany will find it first.
Germans slowing this game down, and there's a bit of something behind the whistle, behind the play. As Kiviranta was knocked over by the captain, Moritz Müller. There's the shot with traffic. The puck's sitting there. Good defending by Holzer. And as well, Müller, the captain, you see that stick to the back of the leg and the stick to a sensitive area. And Lammikko goes down. And then Kiviranta is going to get involved afterwards.
Pessinen, who has the power play goal on the ice right now for Finland. Kakko centering, and Manninen couldn't get a stick freed up. Eisenschmied takes a hit from Pessinen. Assists go to Lehtinen and Jokiharju on that 1-0 goal for Finland. Germany trying to change that. Nice pass, they score! First shot, first goal in the back of the net for Michaelis.
Germany very efficient. The only time they test the goaltender, it goes through them. This advantage seemingly came out of nowhere. Michaelis with the finish. A little loose with the puck in the neutral zone. Wait for the tag up. Send it to the middle. Backhand pass across. Lankinen, who again hasn't stopped the puck. Still hasn't stopped the puck. just underneath the sliding defenseman. And Germany ties the score.
That was the response. We were wondering if it would arrive, and it arrives to tie the hockey game before the period expires, down to the nitty-gritty here in the opening 20.
So Germany comes back in under 2 minutes to tie the score on their only shot so far.
Second goal of the tournament for Mark Michaelis, the German forward. Turvainen has a Waters parts. Oh, he had a clear path in, and that comes back at the line. Goal from each team. Germany the latest. Good battle so far early in this one. Finland and Germany deadlocked at 1. Finns coming into today's game were 3-0 when they scored first, as they did today, but Germany hoping that trend will not continue as they answer back before the end of the first.
The Germans will try to lull you to sleep and then try a bit of a counterattack, and successful in getting on the board.
Mikkola out of the corner. Takes a look, finds Rajala. Out to center, off the toe of Oyamaki. Right to the stick, back for Turvainen. Couldn't reach it. Rajala in, sharp angle shot, paddled down by Grubauer. Rebound out, back at the line. Joki Harju's shot goes wide of the glove side. We've seen that paddle down stance from Grubauer result in pucks just springboarding off of that goal stick. Joki Harju, back to Rajala, close to the line. In fact, now comes out, and Finland has to double back. Boy, Jonas Mueller all over Rajala there on the Yes.
Sie redet im Hintern im Rücken, doch hinten die Fresse, so weit und dann vor ihn stand. Sag mir, willst du das? Denkst du bist free, dann komm, teste mich. Immer ganz insistent und wunder dich nicht, wenn ich random ne Kugel sag. Gibt es Probleme, oder komm ich auch regeln?
Ottelun tuomarit, please welcome the game officials for this game. Ja tervetuloa Leijona! Please welcome Team Finland! The game officials for this game have been licensed and assigned by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Tuomarit, the referees, Andres Hansons, Miroslav Stones, the tuomarit, the linespersons, Jake Davis, Davis Sunde.
Opening day losses for both these teams as Finland and Germany say hello to the officials, and let's do the same. Andris Hansons of Latvia and Miroslav Stones of Switzerland are the referees. Your linesmen are Jake Davis from Wyandotte, Michigan, and Davis Zunde of Latvia. Harold Kreis in behind the bench for Germany, a Winnipegger. 2 Olympics and 8 World Championships as a player. And Jukka Jalonen, first pro coaching job was here in Tampere with Liga. He was coaching Ilves. Didn't think his team brought the A game yesterday. Joel Armia was the player of the game for Finland. Finland started with a 4-1 loss to USA. Germany a 1-0 loss to Sweden. Both will have an off day tomorrow. Finland will take on Sweden on Monday, and Germany will take on Team USA on Monday. Both teams have gone to different goaltenders for this game. Not that there was anything wrong with the goaltending last night in Game 1, but there has been a change for both these teams. It'll be Dustin Stallmeyer. His second World Championship, got into 1 game last year, stopped 18 of 22, plays DEL in Wolfsburg. And Jussi Olkinuora, who was brilliant in last year's run to the gold medal, 1.11 goals against average, a .948 save percentage, 4 shutouts. And he spent this past season in the AHL and the SHL. Finland and Germany. Let's get going. Otama back in his own zone. Otama will send this on looking for Rantanen. Got away from him. Rantanen had some glorious looks in the game last night. This will get sent in. And back forward is Mikko Lehtinen. Tried to play it around the boards, banked it off the referee, and that allows Eel to jump on the loose puck. Alexander Eel brings it to the backside off a skate. Fortunately for Finland, that stays out, but some early pressure here from Germany. Lehtinen gets to the red line and knifes a backhander in. Sent around the boards by Stallmeyer. Blocked at the line, and Finland now some offensive zone time. Hessenen is in the lineup in this game tonight. Did not play last night. Came to the side of the net for Kaapo Kakko, and he was unable to tap that in. Kakko had some good looks in the game yesterday for Finland. Kakko has it again.
That was Visman again. Visman made some unreal defensive plays last night, and that was him. They robbed him of a goal right there.
Crowd getting into it here. Kakko sends it into the slot. Armia, and a blocker save made by Stallmeyer. Armia on it again, plays it down in behind the net. Kakko with some body contact there. Kakko on the loose puck, looking out front. Yuri Salonen is there, comes across, and Armia with another blast. Salonen sends it around the boards, and now Germany, just to relieve the pressure, will get rid of it. It would have been an icing call, but fortunately for Germany, Ville Pokka was coming off the bench on the line change.
Jukka Jalonen talked about the fact that they want to build their game as the tournament goes on. And he said we have to be able to handle pressure. And I think that's true because as the USA took the game over on the scoreboard, they wilted a little.
Seppala sends it up on the left side. That got steered away as the quick shot. Back into the corner, getting rubbed out there. And it's around back in front. Stallmeyer makes the save. Loose puck sent back in behind the net. Pessinen tries to work it free. Pessinen off the boards, mishandled it, gets it again, send it around. Ville Pokka's in from the line. Getting shoved there was Juho Lammikko. He got knocked down. Kasperi Kapanen goes in after a loose puck and is batted away from him and flipped out to center ice. And now Germany will start a line change and a quick up Mattenpalo will feed this ahead. Mattenpalo gets it back. And another save by Strohmeyer. Shoot the puck appears to be on the agenda for both these teams, but maybe Finland more than Germany right now.
Oh, this sets up to be a great game. Both these teams played better than they deserved in the first game. That's how they feel, and they're showing it here early.
Marco Antila on the first steal. Dominic Cahoon on the second steal. Cahoon dishes it off. And another good defensive play as Marco Antila got back to knock it away from J.J. Peterka. Otama back in his own zone and on for Lettinen as the team start another change. Quick pace at the start of this one. Left wing pass. That was intercepted. Parker Toomey got in the front of that one, but right back in for Finland. And a wrister by Hartikainen goes over top the net. Hartikainen had the opening goal for Finland. Gets it in front of the net for Manninen, and Strohmeyer, point blank range, makes the save.
Boy, has he been good early. The Finns really pouring it on here after Germany had a really good start, and they put a little bit of pressure on the Finns. The Finns come right back with several chips now. Great scoring chance there. That's the one that was robbery by Vistman, turning around and clearing that puck at the last second. Takes away an absolute sure goal from Kaapo Kähkönen.
Face-off win for Finland. Lettinen, who led this team in scoring last year, also led all defensemen in scoring. Floats that one in from the line, and another save for Strohmeyer.
Germany only lost 1-0 to Sweden, and they gave up the one goal on a power play. Their power play went 0 for 4 in that game, so that's something they'll be focusing on. But then J.J. Peterka, I think, was the best player on the ice for both teams, and he's off to a pretty good start here in this game.
Through center, and this will get sent in. Eel will take it off the sideboards, tries to play it back down low. Soromis is in after a loose puck. And Otama will control, plays it back for Lettinen. And Lettinen will just park in behind his own net while his teammates make the change, and then he'll dish it off and head to the bench. Armia will get that in. The game's first penalty is going to go against Germany, and Finland will go to the power play as Nobles will head to the bin.
Trying to defend at your blue line, you use your stick, you use your body, and sometimes things go sideways, and Nobles reaching out a little bit too far, the stick goes underneath the blade. And that's what happens. Good pace to this game. You knew it would be. On Finland's side, they felt like they had almost 20 scoring chances, and I don't disagree with them. They created a lot against the U.S. The U.S. knows in their next game they can't give up as many grade A chances as they did, even though they won their game. Casey DeSmith just absolutely destroyed the offense of Finland in that last game.
Armia plays it back at the blue line, and bobbling it there was Olli Mata, a Pittsburgh first-round pick in 2012. Brought back in. Good wrist shot by Kaapo Kähkönen. And that missed the target and comes all the way back around the boards and down the ice. Shots are 4-0 in the early going here in favor of Finland. Kaapo Kähkönen in his second World Championships had a terrific tournament back in 2019 with 6 goals and 7 points. This gets shoveled ahead. Short-handed opportunity, and UC Okanora gets tested for the first time by Justin Schutz. Armia, Kapanen, back for Armia. Watched there by Sturm. Nico Sturm trying to chop that out of the zone, could not. Kept in, cross ice. Kaapo Kähkönen, and he rings that one off the pipe. Kähkönen continues to get some great looks.
Yes, he had some great looks, made some great plays in the game last night. Just been snake bitten a little bit. He got robbed twice in that game, and he got robbed by the goalpost right there, but he's made an impact already.
Mikko Rantanen coming off a terrific campaign with the Colorado Avalanche. Back at the line for Lettinen. Power play continues. 30 seconds left. Cross ice pass. High, short side, and that one over top the net as Manninen had another good look. Doviak will play this into the corner. Stays on the loose puck. Sends it all the way back into his own zone, and that will just about do it for Finland's power play.
Well, they got their attention, that's for sure. When Schutz had that short-handed chance, guys on the power play sometimes will get a little bit sloppy defensively. When Schutz was driving in off that angle, that gets your attention on the power play. Sometimes that's good as long as it doesn't burn you.
Billy Polka from the line, long shot off the backboards. And grabbed off and cleared off a stick, but quickly on it is Mueller. He'll hit the line. Tries to get it deep, and offside is called against Germany. Good pace to this game. Finland, Germany, scoreless.
It'll be interesting to see as the game goes on if Germany starts to actually chase behind the net, Finland's net that is. Their coaching staff talked about that they don't like the fact that Finland is so good at going back behind their own net like this and getting controlled breakouts. They want to keep them from doing that.
Frederick Tiffels jumps on a loose puck. Tiffels leaves it there for Mueller. He'll leave it for Dominic Cahoon. Cahoon trying to get out of his own zone. Could not. Got stopped there by Hannes Bjornanen. And now taken by Mueller again. Long pass up for Tiffels. Tiffels carries in. Leaves for Dominic Cahoon. Poked off Cahoon's stick by Antila. And Marco Antila, the captain of this Finland team, will float this up the boards, and it's cleared by Finland. Right back up at center for Dominic Cahoon. Cahoon will leave it there for J.J. Peterka. J.J. Peterka carries in. Drops for Tiffels. Tiffels sends it around. Cahoon lets it go back to the right point for Moritz Seider. Seider tees it up from the blue line and let the wrister go, and that didn't miss by much. Short side. Kapanen will carry it back in. Kasperi Kapanen backdoor, and unable to get a stick on that cross ice pass was Lamiko. Lamiko on it again, trying to slap it to the front of the net. And it's grabbed off and taken out of harm's way by Maximilian Kastner.
Kastner was one on the back check there that took that scoring chance away right on the edge of the paint. So Germany really into it on both sides of the puck.
Back up through center ice for Mueller. This is Jonas Mueller, number 41, number 91 Moritz Mueller. Puck bounces inside the line. And Finland on the regroup. Salonen will play it back into his own zone. And comes across and taken by Koivisto for Ole Mata. Mata sends it up at center and in for Salonen. Salonen got stopped before he could get it deep, and Nobles will send it on for Mueller. Mueller goes outside, inside, trying to cut around Koivisto. Puck taken away, and Armia will send this ahead for Capo Kakko. Kakko trying to spin around and move to get around Visman. Gets it for Armia, scores! Joel Armia has Finland on the board.
A stunner. It didn't look like anything was going to happen that quickly, but Joel Armia, who was player of the game in game number 1 for Germany, for the Finns. Does a heck of a job here. It's just a bit of a screen, I think. It just kind of exploded off the stick. Here's a play out of the corner. Looks like everything is under control, but not so much. Can't quite get the glove on it. Niederberger gets... Strohmeyer gets the glove on it, but just can't quite get the handle on it, and the good shot goes in low on the short side.
So Yoel Armia, in his second World Championship, was very good last year in that gold medal win. Had 5 goals and 8 points. And gets his first of the tournament. Germany right back in. Stahoviak when the shot to the short side, and that gets deflected. Up and out of play, Ole Mata and Kako with the assists.
Well, there's so much energy in this building, and now that Finland has scored first, now that's something that Germany's going to have to handle. Can you handle the pressure here? Can you get the momentum back under control, or is Finland going to start running away from it?
Wojciech Stahoviak with the face-off win. Loose puck into the corner. Maximilian Zuber leaves it back. Stahoviak couldn't catch up to it. Around the boards it goes. Defensively there was Hartikainen. And Hartikainen will come up with it. Sends it around for Lehtinen. Mikko Lehtinen will send it in. Strohmeyer blocks it, snaps it up the boards. Intercepted, though, by Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen around Maximilian Zuber, gets chased to the far side by Mueller. Rantanen spins, throws this back around the boards. Came back to the right point. Manton Pala will play it back down low. Hartikainen coming cross ice, trying to find Sakari Mannanen, and that was intercepted, and now Tome will put this back into his own zone as there'll be a line change. Wagner will dump it in. And a battle for a loose puck in the corner gets going. Back at the line, Wagner will take the cross ice pass. Okanora came across and made a good save with all sorts of traffic in front of his net. Marco Antila tried to trap it, could not. Billy Polka has it. Polka takes a bit of a bump there from Samuel Saramis, but it is cleared in at the line. Chopping it down low is Bjornanen. Bjornanen trying to get that onto the stick of Oksanen, but it's cleared ahead, and Nico Sturm will start back, sends it across, and Hudel will send it the rest of the way in for Germany.
As the game went on last night for Germany, they felt like they lost their gap control. They were good early. They kind of got it back late, but in the middle of the game, that gap and between the forwards and D just wasn't right. It's another something they're trying to focus on here. Good idea against the Finns, who are fast breakers with great talent.
Cleared in. Koivisto will have to chase this down at center ice after Ole Mata pinched in, and it got cleared away from him. Dominic Cahoon will carry in. Cahoon tried to get that out front. That was intercepted by Koivisto, and Ole Mata will skate this out. Mata will send it up at center, gets it back, gives it back, and a shot by Pessinen, and that didn't miss by much. Good play defensively by J.J. Peterka of the Buffalo Sabres. And Peterka will get to the line no further. Koivisto takes it away. Kasperi Kapanen will take the pass from Ole Mata and carry it right back in. Kapanen tried to send that down low, looking for Harry Pessinen. It was intercepted and cleared. And back out at center ice it goes, and Kapanen will play it back into his own end and then hit to the bench on the change. Lehtinen hits the red line and pumps this in. Comes around the boards. Mueller played the body on Kako. Puck is out to the neutral zone. Crowd reacted as the referee went for a spill. Yoel Armia, the goal scorer in this game, tried to slip that back looking for Salonen, but it's cleared. Now a race for the puck. Big Marcel Noble's trying to muscle his way past Ultima. Good play by Ultima. Rubs him out, takes the puck. Mannanen Back for Ultima and on for Lettinen. 6.5 to go, opening period. Dennis Bayak, Brian Engblom, Bucky Buchanan here in Tampere. Shot to the short side by Schutz. That got turned aside. Justin Schutz in his first World Championship. Back at the line. This is cleared all the way around by Hudel. Hartikainen. A big line for Finland. Hartikainen, Manninen, who has it now, and Rantanen, who heads to the front of the net. Traffic coming in on the defenseman Freeman, so he pitches it down low. Thrown out front by Hartikainen. In from the line is Freeman. Sakari Manninen for Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen centers it back to the blue line. Freeman will hold it in. Comes near side. Matten Palo gets it down. Nice little deflection by Rantanen, but it went wide. Taken on the backhand and chipped away by Justin Schutz.
Nice little trick there by Rantanen. There's a reason he scored 55 goals this year for Colorado. He almost hit there from an impossible angle. Just redirecting that puck, went over the short side of the net.
1-0 Finland here in the opening period. This will get sent in by Seppala. Strohmeyer plays it for Mueller. And Jonas Mueller will send it ahead at center. Saramis takes it wide, close at the line, and Eel just could not hang up. Offside called.
German team breathed a big sigh of relief and had a big smile on their face when Moritz Seider of the Detroit Red Wings decided he was going to come here to Finland and play for his national team. Seider, such a talented guy, multi-minutes in every situation he can. He didn't look like he had great legs because he had just joined the team the day before last, and I don't think his legs had showed up all the way yet. Maybe they were still in luggage. He played a good, solid game, but I'll be looking to see at key parts in the game here if Moritz Seider gets up and to play a little more.
7 points in last year's tournament for Seider. Eel for Germany tried to slip that down low. It was intercepted. And back up the ice for Oksanen. Sends it around the boards. Marco Antila back to the line. Shot. That never got through. Off the stick of Nicholas Freeman. And now cleared back and Nico Sturm. After it for Germany. Sturm gets it for Eel. Centered it. The pass was there. And Tiffels just couldn't handle it cleanly. Mueller back into his own zone. Slovakia leading Latvia 1-0 over in Riga. As the two host teams will close out day 2 of the World Championship. Triple header again tomorrow. USA and Canada will both get early games. USA against Hungary here. Canada and Slovenia over in Riga. There's Seider.
Both teams are going to clog up the neutral zone and back up a little bit. So if it's Moritz Seider or anybody else on the German team coming the other way, same thing for the forwards of Finland coming up through the middle of the ice. make those decisions. If you're coming through sometimes overpassing, trying to break those 5 guys, you end up in more trouble. If you can thread your way through with some speed, I think it's better to have fewer passes than more passes. And if you run out of racetrack, get it deep, and at least you've got some momentum on the way into the offensive zone.
Cleared back in, race for the puck to the backboards. Kapanen trying to dig it free. Kapanen got tied up and taken down as he got tied up there with Moritz Seider. Tiffels sends it on for Peterka. Back for Tiffels. Cross ice for Cahoon. Back to the near side. And what an opportunity for Tiffels. And it went off a body or maybe off the right arm of Old Kenora. And then off the side of the net. Tiffels spent plenty of time in North America, USHL, Western Michigan. What a scoring chance there.
He's been one of those sneaky guys that you don't notice him for a while, and then all of a sudden he gets chances like that. He knows where to go and when to get there.
Juho Lammikko will send it in for Finland as Finland starts another change. Lead pass for Marcel Nobles beyond his reach. Icing waved off, and Finland back to regroup. Squeezed out at center is Jiri Salonen. You see Old Kenora, who split this season between the American Hockey League and the SHL. And the lead pass, no one home, and an icing call.
Here's a look at the Germans' chance there. It was, oh yeah, off a foot there. And then here's the shot coming back. I think he hit his own man. Good cross-ice pass, good puck movement, and then Tiffels with that chance. He did have room on the short side. Hit Kapanen in the back of the leg. He had a little bit of room on that short side. He had to get it away quickly. The goaltender didn't even see it yet as Germany comes close.
Kastner wins the face-off for Germany. Fishbook to the front of the net, scores! Marcel Nobles let it go from the high slot, and it hit somebody in front or something. Old Kenora may have got a piece of it, and here late in period 1, Germany has knotted this game up.
Yeah, those off-speed bouncing pucks that change direction and change speed. This one completely fools them. That's nasty. It bounces. He's ready for the shot. He's in the right trajectory for it. Goes off the inside of the skate, then hits another one of his teammates, Koivusto, right in front of him. Bounces, and look how he goes. He's trying to tighten up, get his arms in tight, get his legs together, and that one bounces a little bit sideways and beats him on the blocker side. That's a nasty bounce.
We'll have to see if the scorer rules out an error or a hit. It was a bad hop single. E6. So this game tied up 1-1. What has been a very good first period. Armia has one in the game, looking for 2, and that one off a leg and wide. Battle for a loose puck in the corner, and Kastner's on and on for Visman. Visman just sends it out of his own zone. Germany will start a change. Seppala plays it back into his own end. And Ole Mata will play it back for Seppala.
They chased them out. They chased them out from behind the net. That's one of the things we were looking for. They don't want the Finns to set up just nice and calm and work their breakout their way.
Justin Schutz centers. Samaris tried to get that out front. It was on and off the stick of Stahoviak. And flipped up at center. Hartikainen on for Manninen. Manninen puts on the brakes against Maximilian Zuber. Cross ice pass, race to the far side. Stahoviak on the loose puck, and it gets to center ice, and no room there for Stahoviak or Toomey. And they'll play it back into their own end, head to the bench on the change with 45 seconds left in period 1. Through the middle, Seider for Nico Sturm. Sharp angle try, bouncing puck, and that skipped over top the net. Soromis from a sharp angle, throwing that one right in on Old Kenora. Bjornanen sends this in, and now Bjornanen, who is very good on the faceoffs. Will have to take one back at his own end after the icing.
Well, that goal by Germany will give them a lot of confidence. We said they played so well against the Swedes and lost 1-0 on a power play goal that they gave up, and we haven't seen their power plays get any kind of momentum in this game yet. That'll be a question mark for them, but the fact that they're tied 1-1 at the end of this first period here in the next few seconds is big for Germany.
Finland has now allowed 5 goals in this World Championship, 4 against Team USA. 1 was an empty net, and they've allowed 1 here. Last year, in 7 preliminary games, they gave up 5 goals in total, and 3 of them came in 1 game, the overtime loss to Sweden.
Wow, that's almost impossible, and they still did it. But try to live up to those expectations pretty tough, too. You have to deal with what's in front of you. Everybody changes. The teams in front of you change, and there are new faces. So it's very interesting, but they'll have to make those adaptations. And the guys that were on the team last year can't be thinking about stuff like that, because then you're ignoring what's right in front of your face.
Shot 7-5 in favor of Finland. This first period, as advertised, it was a good one. And a 1-1 tie, 20 minutes done.
Shots on goal in the first period. Team Germany 5, Team Finland 7. Riikassa tilanne ottelussa Slovakia Latvia on 1-0. In Riga, the score between
Good job, boys, eh? Recover. That's it.